guys, what's up? This is Brandon, and this is going to be my reaction to the top 10 times Rick from The Walking Dead went beast mode. This is another video from WatchMojo.com. Every single day they do a top 10 list, and this one piqued my interest because I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I haven't seen the last few seasons just because, you know, it really fell off a cliff, I feel like, after season maybe 7, 8, kind of. And I want to finish up those seasons, but like I'd say seasons 1 through 7, I love those seasons of The Walking Dead. Amazing. And I haven't seen the last few seasons, but I do got to get caught up on them. But this is the top 10 times Rick from The Walking Dead went beast mode. And I'm going to predict before I even watch this video that the number one time that he went beast mode will be when he bit the throat out of those guys who were trying to rape Carl on the side of the road. That is the one I think is going to be the number one. So here we go, and let's get to it.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and its mission is to give you truly transformative sleep. So no more talk.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Man, Rick
and
is so
today
badass.
We're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Rick from The Walking Dead went beast mode.
You better run.
Put your guns on the floor and kneel.
For this list, we're looking at the times Officer Friendly stopped being nice so he could start eliminating his enemies.
He had to stop being nice,
Since we'll
man.
be shambling by some major plot points, beware of spoilers ahead. What's your favorite Rick Grimes action scene? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10.
Cutting down
prison walkers.
Yeah, this is a...
When Rick gets the news that his wife lost her life, he is overwhelmed with a sense of loss. He decides to process his feelings by picking up an axe and hacking away at walkers trapped in the prison. Rick manages to take down a ridiculous number of them single-handedly in extremely dark hallways. While that sounds intimidating on its own, what really makes his rampage frightening is that he doesn't speak a single word the entire time.
Everybody's worried about you.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
There are many different ways people can process grief, but we're pretty sure that Rick's insane axe spree is the most intimidating coping method we've ever seen.
Alright, why don't you just come on out with me? Okay? Right.
Damn, yep.
Number 9. Fighting Pete.
Keep walking. What? What are you...
Shortly after arriving in Alexandria, Dr. Pete welcomes Rick with an ominous greeting.
My wife cut your hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Rick in The Walking Dead so bad.
Welcome to Alexandria.
And upon observing how Pete abuses alcohol and mistreats his family, Rick becomes wary of him. The tensions between the two rise until they finally boil
throws him
over
out the
in
window,
a
I
climactic
think.
fight scene. It doesn't matter that the doctor is bigger or that they both crash through a window.
Yeah, through a
Rick
window.
is so focused on reducing Pete to a pulp that he pushes away his son Carl when he tries to stop the fight. Rick ultimately decides to let the doctor live another day. However, as soon as Alexandria's leader Deanna decides she wants Pete gone for good, Rick does not hesitate to put him down.
Do it.
Yep, he does it.
Number 8.
No remorse.
Taking out Tomas. Rick forms an uneasy
Remember
deal
this
with
one,
a group
too.
of prisoners
Puts the axe right in his
by a man
head.
named Tomas. The officer agrees to help the felons take out some walkers in exchange for food.
I'll take half. In exchange, we'll help clear out a cell block.
Did you hear him? There's only a little left.
Bet you got more food than you got choices.
When they're all fighting together, Tomas tries to get rid of Rick while making it look like an accident. But after Rick survives these attempts on his life, he immediately and violently takes out Tomas.
It's coming at me, bro. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
A prisoner named Andrew tries to retaliate, but Rick chases him down and leaves him at the mercy of walkers.
You better run.
No matter how tough these prisoners were, even they were helpless against an angry Rick. Betraying him is the biggest mistake any survivor can make.
Yeah, Rick is freaking badass, dude.
It was that was bad, wasn't it? Oh, that's convenient.
Number 7. Escaping Terminus. Things weren't looking good for Rick after he arrived at Terminus. He's bound, gagged, and held captive by a group who see humans as gourmet meals.
You're really gonna let me do this? Let me take you out there. I'll show you. Not gonna happen. This might.
But he turns things around with a piece of wood. While the villains are distracted by an explosion, Rick cuts himself free and takes out 2 of them. He frees his allies, cuts down walkers, and ambushes a gun-toting Terminus resident. Rick uses the stolen gun to shoot his way through the living and undead enemies until he's reunited with his family.
Yep.
His success fills him with so much adrenaline that he wants to head back into Terminus to finish off the residents. While Rick couldn't get revenge, yet, he could still celebrate pulling off a badass escape.
They don't get to live. Rick, we got out. It's over. It's not over.
Number 6, defeating the spiked Walker Winslow.
Yep.
I'm Rick.
We own your lives. You want to buy them back?
While preparing to battle the Saviors, Rick finds himself at the mercy of a group called the Scavengers. Although he attempts to make an alliance with their leader Jadis, she refuses to negotiate until Rick proves himself. She then pushes him into a junkyard pit and makes him fight a walker covered in spikes named...
Yeah, I never liked the Scavenger group. I think they were stupid in the show. I never liked them.
Rick doesn't have any weapons and can't touch his foe without injuring himself. But after getting some advice from Michonne, he sends the garbage around him toppling onto Winslow. He then picks up a piece of glass and finishes the spiky walker off for good. Rick's victory in this impromptu gladiator match is one of his most impressive accomplishments.
Rick can do anything.
Number 5, ambushing Negan solo.
Yep.
You are out of bullets. Come on up.
In the middle of the Savior War, Rick decides to try to end the conflict early by ambushing their leader Negan. When they both crash their cars, Rick walks out of the wreckage and starts shooting immediately. He ignores walkers completely while pursuing Negan into a dark building. Their ensuing fight is filled with hard hits, near misses, and plenty of taunts.
This is where you die. In the dark. All alone.
Yep.
What the hell is your problem, Rick?
Although Rick manages to light Negan's signature weapon on fire, he still isn't able to take down the head savior in this fight. Rick shows incredible determination and courage during his single-minded pursuit. His hard work would later pay off when he overcame pain and the odds to beat Negan in their one-on-one rematch.
Negan's alive. But his way of doing things is over. And anyone who can't live with that will pay the price.
Number 4, fulfilling a harsh promise.
It wasn't just a trap, it was going to be a choice. You join us,
He kills Gareth, yeah.
or feed us.
One of the most despicable Walking Dead villains was the head of Terminus, Gareth. Rick promised to dispatch him during their first confrontation. After escaping Rick's wrath once, Gareth makes the fatal mistake of going after the heroes again. Rick decides to lure the villain into a trap. He's barely able to contain his quiet rage as he confronts Gareth with harsh truths.
And we will never cross paths again, I promise you.
Nope. Sorry. Too late.
Someone's bad.
Eventually, Rick can't hold back anymore and reaches for a weapon he promised to end Gareth's life with. Knowing that Rick planned this visceral scene is really intense and unsettling. But his actions are arguably understandable for a villain as despicable as Gareth.
Yeah.
Making sure
I mean, he is a cannibal, so.
Remember what these people are capable of.
Number 3, taking on a horde. It turns out that Rick's prison rampage was just a warm-up for Alexandria. After the city is overwhelmed by walkers and Carl is severely wounded, Rick decides to take on the horde by himself. Armed with nothing but a hatchet, he wades into the walkers and cuts down every single one he sees. Even when Rick is completely surrounded with no hope of escape, he refuses to stop swinging at them again and again. His insane display of courage and endurance eventually inspires other Alexandria residents to rise up and fight the horde with him.
guys are sitting out there in front. We need to get out there. Rick's making a stand.
But we have a feeling that if you gave Rick enough time, he could have taken care of all of them by himself.
More than likely.
Number 2, destroying a bridge while wounded. As a large horde of walkers descends on his family and friends,
Yep.
Rick volunteers to lead the undead army away.
Come on, let's go. Wait. I'm gonna stay back, lead them away from the camp. What? I'm staying. No, man. I'm not giving up on it, not yet.
Unfortunately, he suffers a severe wound after his horse throws him off. Although Rick loses a lot of blood and keeps hallucinating, he still tries to lead the walkers away from his loved ones. He eventually makes it to a bridge. After somehow gathering the strength to take a few walkers down with a hatchet, he uses his gun to ignite sticks of dynamite.
I found him.
The resulting explosion destroys the bridge and it takes out a huge amount of walkers.
Everybody thought Rick died
The
there.
most incredible part of this amazing feat is that he survives both his wound and the explosion. Is Rick Grimes just immortal?
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna save me.
Yeah, does he ever come back? I haven't seen the last seasons yet.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some
The
honorable
number one pick where he
mentions.
bites that dude's
Those
throat out with
riding
his
walkers
teeth. That's the
won't
number
ride.
one pick. Because that was insane.
Hitting Bob with a car.
Stop right now. Stop.
Ending his threatening countdown early.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Dispatching Negan without hesitation.
There's a whole world of fun that we can talk about. So what's up, Chuck? I'm sorry I had to come here.
Taking down two threatening bar patrons.
Yep.
I don't know. I hear Nebraska's nice. Nebraska. This guy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe
Number one pick
to our
where he
channel
bites the
and
dude's
ring the bell
throat
to
out
get
with his teeth.
notified
I know
about
that's what it
latest
is.
videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, desperately biting Joe.
Yep, I knew it.
Isn't even there anymore.
Oh, dearie me. You screwed up, asshole.
A peaceful moment between Rick and Michonne is completely shattered when Joe and his gang of claimers shows up and holds the heroes at gunpoint. Joe makes it clear that he will assault and likely end the lives of everyone there. When Rick fails to gain the upper hand with a headbutt, he does the only thing he can think of.
What the hell you gonna do now, sport?
He bites Joe. This act leaves Joe's crew so shaken that Rick, Michonne, and Daryl are able to turn the tide and overwhelm the gang. Rick's bite marks the moment that he fully embraced his most savage and animalistic instincts.
Yep, never the same
It was
since
also
then.
when we knew he was willing to put his humanity aside to save the ones he loves.
Hey, what you did last night. Anybody would have done that. No, not that.
Do you agree with our picks?
Yeah.
Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo.
Because I thought that was going to be number one in the first place. Like, right when they said that most savage moments, I'm like, number one savage moment, Rick biting that dude's throat out with his teeth. Because that was insane when I first seen it. And ever since then, he was never the same. He was always savage from that point on. Like, completely without feeling, without remorse, without anything, just acting on emotion. That's it. So, those are the top 10 times Rick from The Walking Dead went in beast mode. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any other times Rick went beast mode or you thought something else should have been number one, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if this is your first time viewing, please click that subscribe button for more. This is Brandon. Thanks for watching. Peace.